politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from here to the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man Jackson and didn't do too bad. After that, you know the whole thing flop. Why? Everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer, agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You could live without clothes, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. I tell you just now, my brothers, all the boy them computers. Lord.
Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the world. And good morning to you, I dare say, my brother. Let's pray.
Good morning to listeners. Good morning to everyone. Our Abba Father, Almighty God, we love and adore you. You are the Alpha and Omega, the author and finisher of our faith. You are awesome. You are beautiful beyond description, bountiful creator and comforter. In you, we find our dwelling place. You are our deliverer. You are our eternal and everlasting Father, faithful and forgiving always. The great I am, my God and glory. Your grace is sufficient for us. Healer, you are a healer and most holy one. You are incredible and have made us in your image. Jesus Christ, our Jehovah Jireh, provider of all great things, King of kings, Lord and Lord of lords, the light over our world. Our majestic Messiah, you are magnificent and majestic and our merciful Master. Jesus, your name is above all names. Jehovah Shalom, you are the Prince of Peace. You are omnipotent, all-powerful, omnipresent everywhere, omniscient, all-knowing God, perfect in all your ways. Your quickening spirit produces abundant life for us, the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. Our righteous Redeemer, our refuge, our sovereign Savior, and strong tower. You are trustworthy. You are a teacher, understanding and unwavering in your love. In you, we can claim victory. You are victorious, wise, wonderful, and worthy of our praise. You are our maker and promise keeper, extraordinary and exalted on high, Yahweh, our zealous God. We thank you for all you have been, and give you the honor and praise and glory. In your most holy name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. What says you, bro?
Right there, pretty quiet.
What's that?
I say pretty quiet.
You're pretty?
Yeah, pretty quiet.
I don't know, men will claim to be pretty.
Well,
Thought they'd say they're handsome or things like that. I'm
okay.
saying you're pretty. Any event. That's the way the cookie crumbles. You like basketball?
no, I don't really.
You like sports?
Very little.
What kind of sport do you like?
The king of sports is my favorite.
What's that?
Horse racing.
Horse racing is the king of sport?
Yeah.
You okay? You want to see the doctor? Dr. Pember is not far from here.
King of sports. Horse racing.
Horse racing?
Yeah.
The king of sport?
Yeah. king of sports.
How is that? How is that
I
so?
don't know. Maybe it's because the king and the queen does attend it. I don't know. But that's how I know it to be the king of sports horse racing.
The king of sport?
Yeah.
Horse racing?
Yeah.
My gosh, man. You got to be mad. You got to be crazy or something.
It is because... So that's what I know it to be. King of sports.
You know it to be that horse racing is the king of sport?
Yeah.
Man. Something wrong with your brain, man.
I don't know, maybe, well...
Something wrong with your brain, bro.
I don't know, I don't...
Anyway, what's up? What's happening?
There, as usual.
What did you not do this week?
Do not normal as usual. Just preparing and preparing lunch for...
Oh, you brought me a sauce up this morning. Thank you.
Okay.
Because I just ran out of yesterday.
Now the guy who normally, there's a guy who comes and picks it and sell it, but I haven't seen him a couple of weeks, so this is why they've been staying on the tree and get full and ripen on the tree. So I happened to pass there yesterday and I got about 3 on the tree. So some fell on the ground and
So you give me one that fall on the ground?
I said some fell on the ground, they ripe and spoil, you know.
Oh, they ripe and spoil.
Yeah. I haven't seen the guy a couple of weeks now, so I don't know. I think they had a problem with they're not buying, but I haven't seen, I haven't seen the guy. Nobody comes, he picks it and, he does what he wants. So I never really, but I find out this couple of weeks now, I'm not seeing him. So I have to be checking the trees regularly.
So why don't you pick it and sell it yourself?
No, well, the guy, he comes and then pass around and buys. So I said, well, the tree is there. Whenever you pass, you don't have to see me to go and tell me you go and pick it. Just pick it, and then I trust you. And then, sometimes you come back and you bring back the money for me, and so,
But, I can go and pick if I want?
Yeah. Well,
where's the tree?
In the garden.
Which garden?
On top of the hill.
Now you're taking the piss now, eh?
So I'm telling you, you asked me where, because I tell you where the tree is. You asked me where, I tell you on top of the hill.
Is that your phone? I think it is. Isn't it?
Yeah, what's going on with this phone?
What's going on with the phone? You?
I don't want to take it up, but I'm expecting a call.
I'm having my cup of thing this morning.
Oh. Cup of what?
Dandelion.
Oh.
And I think there's a bit of how you call the thing? The bitter thing. Zebra pick?
Zebra pick.
Yeah, I think there's a spot of well, not a spot, no? That's more than a spot. They're like a splash. So yeah. So I'm having that. I usually try to have a cup of that every morning, or 2 cups every morning.
Dandelion is good.
It's good, right?
Yeah, it's excellent.
What's it for?
Maybe I thought to do a thing on that another time. But I know it's a good it's a good herb that people should be consuming. Really.
What?
I say it's a good herb that people should be consuming. I have to probably do a research on it for next week. I couldn't tell you offhand what's all the. But I know it's one of the herbs that fall in the top 10. I believe for consumption, for medical purposes.
Oh, here's my friend. Yeah.
You left the gentleman outside?
I know I didn't leave him. He's to indicate that he's outside. That's a different thing. If you indicate that I'm outside, then, you get attention. If you don't have credit and you depend on Wi-Fi, then that's your problem. That's not my problem. Okay? And he hasn't been outside long anyway. He's only been outside like about 2 minutes.
The last time I was sitting there, I saw you was there for a while. What's going on?
Where you resurrect from?
You drinking?
Morning, tell us, sir.
What I drinking is my
Where you
business.
resurrect from?
Dandelion.
Well, a dandy, a lion, a dandy, a tiger is one of them.
Oh, I've got nice stuff, so.
I don't know if you exist in. I don't see you. I don't hear about you. I don't know if you're in Grenada. I don't know if you're in Trinidad. I don't know which part of the world you are.
I prefer if you drift to your
Left.
Is it left? Missy? Left. Yeah. Drift to your left. You probably can use that other yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, you there now. So people can at least see you. I can't zoom in. You stand up outside 2 minutes and
Let me take a 5 minutes off. I just want to make a call.
you what?
I need to take a 5 minutes off. I need to make a call.
Oh, your phone call is coming in right now. Your phone call that you usually wait on every morning. You deal with this one. Say hello. Good morning. You say hello to the people.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Andre, good morning. I just want to say good morning to Pat, and I hope you had a good night, Patty.
Who to who?
Pat. Pat
Oh.
gave me a surprise yesterday in the terminal.
Oh, okay.
So good morning to you,
good
darling.
morning. Yeah, man. Somebody just gave me something to bring for you, corn. So when I come down today, you'll get it.
Yes, darling. Good morning.
Who
And
gave
Andre,
you
have a
one?
good
Who gave you a
yes.
corn to bring for Cammy?
A man, I
Yeah.
can't remember his name. I said, tell us the man from Sutters. He
Yeah,
spoke
right.
to you about it.
Yes,
Oh,
darling.
that is Trawler.
Yes, that's his name called, yeah.
Trawler.
Yeah.
He met me
morning.
yesterday and he said he'll give me some corn plants for Cammy, for the lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
so,
okay.
so when he said,
So what are you?
I said,
You
"Can
really,
He said,
you
yes.
really lucky with girl?
So you didn't
Bless
even
you, man.
hang around, just give it.
Yeah.
And good morning to Grenada and
Come
everybody
here.
home
Come
and
here.
abroad.
I hope you're getting cocoa, you know.
Hey,
I
hey,
ain't
hey.
get, no, I ain't getting, you don't have, and everybody coming.
I can't fart on it. That's why I'm going by
Hey,
after
Mr.
it. You see how
Telefone
John
there?
like thing?
Tell it for today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody coming and ask.
Yeah. I'm bringing for you today, and I have the corn for you too.
All right, darling.
All
Thank
right,
you.
so I'll see you later.
Everybody have a good morning.
Yes, madam.
Planting season is now, is there?
Yes, yeah.
All right.
All right,
Once the
then.
Rasta man plant something, the rice boat will stop come.
Hey,
Plant
yo.
something.
Yo,
Have a good day. Morning,
Yo.
Yolan.
What you calling disturbing people for this morning?
Oh, sorry, I just wanted to tell Pat good morning. I tell the driver yesterday, precious cargo and boat drop off safe. And I know he did it, so I want to say good morning.
Okay.
Bye.
So you're good, right?
Yes, I'm good, sir.
All right then. Well, yeah. Well, you'll get your corn. I don't know how people like you, so people really like you.
Yeah, well, I'm nice. That's a nice woman, Andre. Morning, Mr. Prime Minister.
When last you wear the thing, Cammy, the white pants?
Well, not right now. I'll leave it for one campaign start, and I find it should start early. Because I've seen all kind of people have all kind of thing. I want to put it on when they start.
Cammy, let's start. Look at talk
Andre, you have to
agriculture.
start to do that, boy.
Start
Pick up the
what?
place.
No.
Start to campaign early. Then I go with me short pants.
Bye bye, Cammy. Have a nice
Bye,
day.
bye.
Okay,
Bye,
right, good.
everybody.
Yeah. Good morning, Telesod. Good morning, JD again. JD, let's you have stuff that you need to think.
No, I don't was certain.
Let's do it
No,
because
I
if
do-
we wait and then
No, I'll tell us what I need to I need to take a 5 minutes off and take it before.
oh, you want to go?
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah,
have
yeah.
fun. Take care, of God bless you.
Back in 5 minutes. I need to make a call.
He needs to make a call.
Yeah.
What's up?
Not much. I'm here.
Good to see you. Good to see you. I usually have tea and stuff in the morning.
Oh, good, good.
Dandelion.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a good healthy thing.
Yeah, but I put some zebra pick in it by mistake.
Zebra Peak, I know that they use Zebra Peak and puncheon, I think, for your cold.
Well, they could because zebra pick is really bitter.
That's the only thing I know about it.
Extremely
I don't think
bitter.
I've ever had it though. And I can't recognize it if I walk up to it.
Well, I really can't recognize it. Not outside the taste, it's bitter.
Yeah, that's
But I mean, bitter doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
It's just that I recognize that, what the heck, my hand must have
So-
drifted by that.
So how you manage to put it in my mistake? How you have it as a leaf? What do you have it as?
It is as a leaf,
Mm-hmm.
and I have herbs there.
Well, a pinch of this and a pinch of that.
So I just take and I just put. You know
I'll have to remember, don't let you cook for me.
why?
You might put a pinch of...
No, that's not cooking. I tell you what happened to me last night. I was heating up some bush that I wanted to drink, And I got caught up in the television and it burned.
You mean it boiled to nothing?
Yeah, it burned to nothing.
Like I say, I would cook for myself.
Yeah.
This other than that, I took my second vaccine Tuesday because I know we're going to end up in a situation where if you want to travel, you have to be fully vaccinated. So at least that's out of the way. Still don't trust them, but it's out of the way. And thank God I had no side effects, no pain, no nothing. Somebody to make sure and buy Panadol. That's the nurse was telling me about buying Panadol. So I'm not going to buy any Panadol.
Buy Panadol for what?
For pain. Some people get pain after they take it.
The only thing is that I slept on the second row.
And not even that for me.
But you have nothing in your body for this vaccine to worry about.
Well, that's what my sister told me. He has nowhere to put it.
Yeah. Yeah, nowhere to put it.
So no side effects. But I've been saying that for years. Thank God that whenever something's sharing, I don't get it. Probably because I don't have anywhere to put it. So
Put it in your head. Put it in your head.
that is the whole thing. Other than that, it's good to be here.
How's your wife?
Good.
How you know?
Got talk to her every day.
Well, that's all you could do.
It's been a year, man.
That's going to divorce.
Not yet.
I'm telling you, that's grounds to divorce.
No, I really didn't. When I came up, I did not expect the
lockdown.
Well, remember, nobody had any kind of experience with a pandemic. Everybody alive now. They never experienced a pandemic before. So I really didn't expect that. And you see Trinidad, I don't know when they would open now.
You guys, I don't know what's going on in Trinidad, really.
My take on that is that in the earlies, they put things in place. They had everything under control.
I think I have drumsticks. Good morning, drummers.
Hello, good morning.
What's up with you this morning? You're late.
Yeah, I'm late.
Yeah, tell me.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation.
Good morning.
I forgot Mr. Name. Good morning.
Tony, morning. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't think I'm ready as scripture, but I'll just sing a little song.
Well, be my guest. Be my guest, dear.
Majesty, worship His Majesty. Unto Jesus be glory, honor, and praise. Majesty, kingdom, authority flows from His throne unto His own. His anthem rests. So exalt, lift up on high the name of Jesus. Magnify, come glorify Christ Jesus the King. Majesty, worship His Majesty. Jesus who died, now glorify, King of all kings.
Amen.
Amen.
Right. Okay. Got it. Well, you could sing drumstick, could happen. You could sing in praise. So everything good, love?
Yes, for the time, yes.
All right, darling. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, great.
JD, have a nice day.
JD stepped out a minute.
Okay, all right, bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah, what I was saying was, they put things in place in the earlies. They had it properly under control.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing, and this is my opinion, that they never did was control the influx of illegal Venezuelans. Now, I'm not sure what the ramifications of that is if you have refugee status so that they have to let you come in. Because my whole take on that was when you meet them out in DC, give them gas and send them back. But I'm not sure if that could be done. And that was never controlled. So they have the Brazilian variant down there, and that went in with an illegal Venezuelan. And
How you know that? How you know
they
that?
went, but remember they do the test. When they found the first one, that is who had it. That was documented. So they're in a position now where they die. And
So Trinidadians needs to die before.
From
They
COVID.
just reach in a position to then no.
Right.
You're a classic. You are a
So
classic.
the whole thing is, that is where I think the main problem came from. And then, of course, they put in a curfew much too late. People worrying about, the main thing whenever they hear curfew, or state of emergency, police could just walk into your house. That state of emergency is not for police to walk in your house, it's for you to stay in your house. And that has not been happening.
We have a call. Good morning. Hello? Oh.
You have weather 20?
Yeah, we have weather. I was just letting you do some ready you talk. Anyway.
Take the people weather, please.
Come right back.
Politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man Jack and didn't do too bad. After that, the whole thing flop. Why? Everybody want to sit down in computer. And they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. Agriculture. And they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You couldn't do it.
Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Carriacou, Petey Martin, to the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. Good morning to you. And good morning to my dear friend down at the Morris Bishop International Airport Meteorological Office, Trisha Miller. Good morning, Trish. What's up, girl?
I think I got my gig started.
You got Trish, you mustn't let people know what you're talking about, girl. So you got yours.
Yeah, I got
Well,
it.
that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Talk to me.
Good morning to you listeners of Real FM. It's a fair and hazy morning here at the airport. Winds are from the east-northeast at 18 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 1015.3 millibars, which is above the mean, and it's rising. Present temperature 27.5 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 81%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.3 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 26.9 degrees Celsius. No rainfall was recorded here at the MBIA over the past 24 hours, hence the total for the month remains at 115.1 millimeters. Now the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy, windy, and hazy with a few light, isolated morning showers. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Today's maximum temperature is expected to get up to 30.5 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate, waves 6 to 8 feet in open water. A small craft advisory is in effect. Tides should be low around 9 a.m. and low about 4 p.m. Sunset this evening at 6:26, sunrise tomorrow morning at 5:43. So just to recap, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy, windy, and hazy with a few light, isolated morning showers. From the Met Office, Trisha Miller.
Trish.
Hey.
Right. Well, once you're ready and you kick in and you go in this morning, I will be good. I will be good. I promise you that.
Okay.
So have a great day, my dear. All right. Good. Bye-bye. Thank you, Trisha Miller at the Morris Bishop International Airport Meteorological Office. Thank you. Come on, make a phone call. 5 minutes. You have information that you're willing to give people this morning?
I'm always willing to. You know, I'm having a problem
Okay, good.
with
Good.
the program.
You're having a problem with the program.
Yeah, when I say the problem, I mean, then, I know whenever I get out and people hear me speak, they say, is the man that'll be on the radio? Mm-hmm.
So you're popular?
So I
You realize you're popular?
just listen. I say, you're the man. I said, how do you know that? I just hear you speak.
Right?
I don't know
So you're
how-
popular? Your voice popular?
I don't know.
Somebody go marry your voice?
Yeah?
I told somebody morning, and, oh, you have been in the radio with Andre. One word, eh?
Morning.
You know, that's all.
I got somebody in line. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hello.
Good morning to you, gentlemen.
Good. Raise the
morning.
voice.
Right.
Right.
Let me say good morning to Mr. Telesport. A long time I haven't seen you.
Good
or
morning,
you.
Clifford.
Right. Perhaps I could ask you 2 questions, seeing that I didn't see for a long time. How is Bocage?
In a mess.
Yeah.
In a mess. All I'm doing right now is sauce up and releasing pieces for people to use.
Okay. What about the cocoa areas?
I did harvest some, but I'm not really doing very much. Somebody wants to come and do the cocoa, so we're talking about that right now. I am.
They want to rent over the cocoa?
Yeah.
How you going to do that? Because you have patches here and there, so how you going to do
Clifford, that is something for you and
But-
Telesford
but
to
then-
Telesford. Hold on. That is something for you and Telesford to discuss privately. How does that do so and put coffee in our cups?
You see me agriculture?
No, that ain't putting
No,
no
that is
coffee.
my private
That is
business.
his private business. You asking he there? What's your problem?
That is agriculture.
You drink
Well, I mean,
dust?
it's up to you. I just ask him how you'll divide the acreage because they have about
Oh
30
God,
acres.
here we go.
No, but Clifford, that is my decision to make, eh?
Okay.
Right. Thank you very much, Telesford. You're so brilliant.
I don't see nothing wrong with the question, but I mean, I know it's your right. You know. Well, I wish you the best.
Thank you, for sure.
All right.
Oh. What are you looking at me for and you smiling like a Cheshire cat?
Moving right along.
You can move right along.
Let me give the planting dates for the
Oh,
month.
you have that.
Yeah, I have all,
Great.
for month of
Folks, planting dates for the month of May. Please be advised will be given shortly. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planting dates.
May. For below the ground, you have the 22nd and the 23rd. 22nd and the 23rd, I think that will be Saturday and Sunday. And above the ground, the 24th and the 25th, which will be Monday and Tuesday. So below the ground, 22nd and the 23rd, and above the ground, the 24th and the 25th. That's all the days we have remaining for the month of May. And I'll go on now to tell you about avocado and pollination. Avocado flowers are pollinated by insects, particularly bees. Some growers bring honeybee hives into the orchard in the flowering season. Most avocado orchards have 2 different cultivars, so that's why some trees have flowers which female at female, and some trees will have male. It is said that if there were no bees, human beings would starve.
Joke you're making, but go ahead.
For best yield of fruits, 2 avocado trees are required. The flowers are receptive to pollen at different times of the day. Flower open in the morning as female. They close at midday and reopen the next day in the afternoon as male. The male flower has the pollen and the female flower has the stigma. Grafted avocado trees will not produce fruits if the trees are not matured. Avocado trees produce up to 1 million flowers, but on an average, fewer than 200 flowers will set fruit, hold it, and develop to maturity. Another fruits in producing fruits is the unattractiveness of the flower to bees. Although they are pollinated by bees, but bees doesn't like the flower of the avocado tree. Flowers have both male and female. One flower could have both male and female organ at the same time. Fertilize trees 3 times a year for fruits with a balanced fertilizer, NPK like 10-10-10, 15-15-15, and 20-20-20. Some trees will fruit every other year. And the female flowers open for between 4 to 6 hours. And they would need, in order to get more fruits, you need a wider range of insects. So Mr. Beeman, what is your take?
All right, what some other literature says is that once you see an avocado, it's been pollinated by bees. The other thing they say is that if you get rid of bees, your food production is going to drop by 70%.
And the human beings will starve.
Yeah. If you get rid of 70% of your food, you're looking for trouble.
Yeah, because pollination takes a lot into.
And these days, ask people who doing salsa, you could pollinate by hand. You need no bee.
Oh, that is so tedious. I don't understand.
But that's a big flower too, eh? Look at the difference between, let's say, mango flowers and soursop flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a few big flowers on the soursop. You can actually one here.
But I looked at this. And it says when the bees go to the avocado, it don't like to move from tree to tree, like to stay on one tree.
No, okay, that's how bees operate. They do not go on the same trip. They leave the hives, they go out for pollen or nectar. They would not go mango, avocado, guava, and come back.
No, even in the same tree, the same avocado, they
Yes,
stick to one tree.
They stick to avocado,
stick to one particular tree, and then before they move on.
That's interesting about the flowering, when the flowers open, when they...
And when they close, It's very interesting. So, like, it opens in like female, and then the next time it comes back as a male, and so you may see a male. And as a matter of fact, someone said to me, they have a avocado tree in the garden, and they see a lot of other flowers, but they're not seeing fruits. And that's what happens. You may see, like it produces 1 million flowers.
But I wonder if they have bees in the area.
Well, they may have, but as it is said, only 200 out of, you might get,
out of 1 million.
Out of 1 million.
A lot of trees like that, eh?
Yeah.
The fruit that's set is a lot less than the flowers that come out. You've also mentioned in that article the fact that some farmers would rent bees.
They bring bees when
well, it's kind of small to do that, but in the States and other
they do
big countries, it's done all the time.
It's done, but it says that bees not too liking the avocado flower.
But if you have a couple of acres, if you have several acres of avocado,
especially in
California and places, the bees have no real choice, and they would use it.
Exactly so. California, that's where you get the majority of the avocados growing in California. Yeah.
But it does show the importance of bees to sustainable agriculture and the fact of getting food produced as they would like it to get produced.
You will have.
Because with pumpkin, they say pumpkin is another one that can hand pollinate.
Yeah, you could hand pollinate on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But and then and again, I spoke about that. I think it was last week. A lot of people they see a lot of the flowers, but they not. What happens is they see a lot of the male flowers first.
Mm-hmm.
So you may think, well, wow, but I'm seeing no fruit.
Right.
But the male has to come out first.
And then with the pumpkin, if the flower isn't pollinated, it's just going to drop.
You drop the fruit,
yeah. It won't come. So
yeah. Because I knew a guy that was always complaining to me, boy, I go to my garden, he used to bring small ones and show me. They drop the
not pollinated.
They picking his pumpkin. The people around the area picking his pumpkin. They destroying his crop. I said, every time I said, well, why did you be doing that? Not knowing, they drop the fruit because they're not pollinated. Mm-hmm. Once they're pollinated,
they'll hold it,
Yeah, if not, eat about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's interesting, though.
Yeah. You see, it's in doing my research, I realized that vegetables is similar to like human beings, like plants. People are about young babies, and so do plants about young fruits. And it's interesting in life, what's happening with life, huh?
In agriculture, yeah.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
both very, very interesting. So pollination is key, and then bees are one of the main factors.
But you know when well, I had to say skin up. When skin up flowers, you can literally.
The hive. There's a tree close by where I live, and one morning I got up early in the morning, before 6, and I hear this. I said, "But wait, no, what's going on here?" You know, not to realize is
the microphone is nice to use.
Not to realize is in the skin up.
Yeah,
and a lot of them.
The other tree I know that does that is something called logwood. I've seen a few of those. Like if you're going to work, just driving, and I heard the noise of the bees, so I stopped to check. And I had some hives about half a mile from there. And I think it was just 7 hives, and they gave me something like 35 gallons of honey in a shot, over the weekend.
And that's good.
Yeah.
We got the agricultural update from the Ministry of Agriculture. I believe our dear friend Mina Booker is on this morning with it for us. So let's take that, and then we'll come back with some more chatter.
Welcome to this morning's agricultural update. Today is recognized around the world as World Bee Day. The purpose of the International Day is to acknowledge the role of bees and other pollinators for the ecosystem. In Grenada, 5 students are pursuing a beekeeper's course implemented by the Adult and Teen Challenge Grenada through funding from Sky Caribbean. Speaking to us on Tuesday, they spoke of what they are enjoying most about this training.
My name is Rihanna. I am a part of the Adults and Teens beekeeping course. My favorite part about this is the fact that I learn, I get exposure and for experience sake. 2, I see this as a very money-making thing, whereby it makes you very rich. The fact that this is a social insect, they are very intelligent beings, and I am learning as I go by every single day. You'll be surprised and amazed of the things that these animals can do. My favorite part is actually learning something new.
My name is Donella Sharma, and I'm part of the Adult and Teen Challenge beekeeping class. My favorite thing about beekeeping is I find they are like babies that you have to take care and nurture. And when you nurture them, you get something very great out of them. And honey, right about now, honey is one of the most healthy, natural products you can use to sweeten anything. So I really love that the fact that we get to take care of them, watch them grow, and get to reap the benefits of the honey.
My name is Ronald Falbs. I'm a part of the Adults and Teen Challenge beekeeping class. Well, my favorite part of beekeeping is that I get to learn something new, and I get to experience that I never had before. So, and by that I can share my experience with others so that they too may get a better understanding of what we are doing here.
What's something important that I need to do when I'm coming into bees?
Well, you have to be properly protected, and you can't wear any too much of strong perfumes and bright colors, because bees are attracted to bright colors, and you can't make too much of noises around the beehive.
My name is Marcelino Oriega. This is my classmate
Kishon Glutz. Yeah, so the favorite part for me in the beekeeping program is that I like to go out in the field, What really get me to go out in the field too is that the day Mr. Andy took us from the class and he brought us to have a son with him, and that was real good. It was great, so I wanted more of that, and which we're getting, so I enjoy that.
And before I started this class, I had very limited knowledge on bees, and Mr. Andy makes the class very intriguing for us. It's almost beggarly. You can't help but feel compelled to learn. He gives a lot of gems. And once you pay attention and follow his guidance, I don't think you're going to go wrong. One of my classmates said, honey is one of the most healthiest foods that you could consume. It doesn't really spoil for that, and it's very good for the body, Fun fact though, bee stings help lower your rate of having a heart attack, lowers your cholesterol as well.
The training is facilitated by Andy Paul, a well-known beekeeper from St. Andrew who received his first hive as part of a training organized by the Ministry of Agriculture in collaboration with ICA in 2002. Paul says he's happy to share the knowledge acquired over the past few years in the sector with the young ones.
I've done several, or I've taught several beekeeping courses. This one here is another one where the students are, I'm teaching the students level 2 of the CVQ from the National Training Agency. Here they will be able to obtain a level 2 certificate, which will allow them to obtain jobs or even go into their own business if they like. So in terms of that venture, I think we're paving the way forward where we not only produce training, but the folks have a valid certificate to show for the training. And that can tell a lot about the kind of service that they can provide when they go looking for jobs.
And understanding that you started with one hive and you're here today contributing to the education of young beekeepers, how do you feel about that?
Well, I think it really makes me very happy that I have not only contributed to my own development, but I'm now contributing to, or I have contributed to many others, because in some of the trainings that I have done in the past, several beekeepers have arisen from it, and I think this one here will be of no exception. So in fact, part of the plan or the goal after this training is to form an organized structure from which those guys will be able to share their experiences, relate to each other, and grow as an entity. So in terms of that, I'm really excited, and this is just in my view a small contribution that I could have made.
We wish these students and their facilitator, Mr. Paul, the very best. Today we also salute all the beekeepers for their contributions to the agricultural sector. From our end here at the Ministry of Agriculture, farmers and field workers in Grenada are more knowledgeable about maximizing the production of yams. As part of ongoing efforts by the Ministry of Agriculture to promote food security by increasing production of the staple, an interactive training session was held last Thursday at the Marable Propagation Station. The session featured presentations by key departments and stakeholders on recommended propagation, harvest and post-harvest management practices, along with pest management strategies, which can all contribute to increased production.
Well, to be quite honest with you, I'm looking forward to 500 pounds of planting material. Eh? So the 5 pounds is just, I'm going to incorporate into the quantity that I want, because if you have to make a serious impact in terms of yam production, you know, you want to go big and you have the land space and it's already prepared and so on. So it's just a matter of getting the planting material that is most important. It would be maybe new ideas to other farmers and so on. And training like this always go a long way, and we look for continuous support from the ministry to organize not just on yam but other aspects of agriculture.
No, you're never too thing to learn. Every day is a learning process more and more. And I think this is a very good initiative. Remember, we used to get a lot of crop from St. Vincent. Now, St. Vincent with the volcano, we use a lot of sweet potato and yam and other crops coming from them. We don't have that. And it's going to take them a little while before they get back into production. So I think now we as Grenadians have to take the initiative to plant, and hopefully that we might be able to supply St. Vincent, because they used to supply us a lot. I think it's a good initiative to plant yam. Yam is a very good food.
I plan that to make more planting material for next year, please God, so I could increase, because I love planting a lot. I love always having an acre or something, or half an acre or something. And to go into yam, I feel I would do like a good acre. So the 5 pounds I will be getting today, I will try to also purchase some to get it a little more, to make sure I have enough planting material for next year, please God, so I could get achieve my target that I want to reach. Based on the experience after Ivan pull it towards me back up. So I see yams like that also too. Yams and ginger and whatsoever, like a crop will save you from when natural disaster come around.
That clipping there was from farmers Carlton Gully, Matthew Phillip and Ronald Childs, who participated in the training. They all received 5 pounds of planting material as part of the training. The ministry currently propagates about 9 varieties of yams at its Marabou station, all of which are edible and exportable. Farmers familiar to the traditional planting methods for yams are encouraged to utilize the mini setting technique, a method that allows for the rapid multiplication of the seed yam, which increases the production of the crop. Manager of the station, Alison Haynes, explained that the ministry has noticed below normal production levels compared to the amount of planting material bought each year, a situation that the ministry wishes to change through education and support.
We have been providing yams for farmers for Mr. Shares more than 20 years, more than a lot of years. We thought that it would be best to have this training, this educational session prior to distributing the yams to the farmers so that we would build your capacity in yam production. We want at the end of the day this training to assist you in multiplying your yams so that you can maximize how much yam you get for planting material but still get a significant amount of yam to sell.
May is identified as the optimum planting season for the yams, and the ministry will make a wide variety of tubers for sale during the annual plant distribution season. Farmers and field officers who participated in the training are expected to adopt some of the best practices in yam production that will allow for increased production levels. That's the agricultural update for today. Wishing everyone a splendid Thursday. Remember, information from the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry can be found on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and SoundCloud, or you can reach out to us via WhatsApp number 417-2634.
Yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one, yes, the number one.
It is real. It's 91.9, 91.5, 12 minutes before the top 8 o'clock. Thanks, Mina, for all that information. I mean, I don't even try that 11 minutes thing. You know, it's 5 minutes, and you come and give me 11 minutes this morning. What happened? You want to take over my program off? Just story. Don't try that, girl. We'll get twisted with that. I know you want to say something. Him guy?
Mm-hmm.
That was Mina, you know. You know that guy?
Yes.
That was Mina.
That was Mina.
Right.
Yeah.
And you said she wouldn't keep it up?
Listen,
yeah.
We're getting tied up with this thing. I never said Mina would not keep it up. Right? My thing was based on the past incidents with the agricultural people. I never said Mina. I didn't single out Mina. Right? Never, because what happened in the past with the agriculture, that was what I zeroed in and was not Mina.
I told you.
Yeah.
And I sent somebody in there. You didn't hear that.
You plant somebody there. Okay.
I didn't plant anybody. I sent somebody in there.
You get a crink in the elbow, patting yourself on your back.
I ain't tapping myself on my back.
I am not, thing is, she's doing a fantastic job, but my whole thing.
Of course, she always does a fantastic job.
But my whole take was the Ministry of Agriculture and how many times they had offer of doing the program and
that was John Lewis.
Who?
Oh, whatever Lewis guy. The Lewis guy. What?
One of the things she said, May is a month for yam. Why May?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Just before the rain start?
You want to know?
Yes.
Well, duh.
No. How is yam spelled? How's yam spelled?
M-A-Y.
Right. Y-A-M and M-A-Y. Y-A-M is yam and M-A-Y is maize. That's why May is the month for yam.
That answer is so profound.
He's smart, eh? He's smart.
That's why, you know.
That is Yogi Bear, brother.
I heard about the program, but I was invited to go to that program last, but I couldn't make it. And then,
how long does it take for an avocado tree to reach maturity?
From the propagating, it depends.
Somebody said they have a tree 10 years now, it ain't flowers at all.
It ain't flowers, that's another case.
Drive a nail in it.
What?
Drive a nail in it. We had a tree like that when I was a little boy.
Oh,
and my mother drove a nail into that tree, and it started to bear.
They say that, yeah,
they say that does work.
Peter David, look at guy here, he gonna help you. Peter David.
Drive a nail in it.
Peter David.
Up to now.
What's your number? Call us your number. Peter David will give you a call.
Up to now.
They need you in agriculture. Put a nail.
No,
Andre, that is serious.
rusty nail.
That tree is still bearing today.
Yeah,
and it's a pollock, massive.
Oh?
A pollock tree. Is the big ones. That's the house I grew up in as a little boy, and we sold it to my uncle, so we still have access to the fruit. And that's what my mom did. She drove a nail into that tree because it wasn't bearing.
I heard that, yeah. I heard
that tree bent till now.
The time didn't reach for the tree to start there.
10 years, man.
Peter David, that man can help you with agriculture here. I don't understand you. You must be a crazy man. And somebody say true.
Yes, of course.
But
you have mad people in this world.
No, I heard that before.
Drive and nail it.
Even with skin up. I think people die. The skin up doesn't be and the guy put out a nail, a piece of rusty steel.
Metal, yeah.
Metal, yeah. And I don't know if it's.
I don't know what I can't explain the science behind it.
If it's the,
but I know that tree was not bearing. My mother slapped a nail in that, and it bearing still. It's probably afraid to get a second nail.
Let me
be crazy.
Let me produce before I die.
You guys must be crazy. Drive a nail.
No, I know
it works.
I heard that before. They say it works.
Did somebody agreed with it? Is it true?
I never seen it before. I mean, I never tried it, but
actually, it's the only case that I know of that, where that was done.
No, but I heard that many times.
But I know I've heard people talk about it.
Yeah, if it's
but
not,
from my own experience, that's the only tree that I know got that name.
You know.
It's interesting that we talked about bees today without knowing that today is World
not a clue.
Bee Day.
Never had a clue that.
I didn't even know they had a World Bee Day.
A World Bee Day.
So let me just read a little bit on it.
Everything has a day now, yeah?
Yeah, the year doesn't have enough days,
I get exactly so. You run out of days just now to name things. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Bees and other pollinators, such as butterflies, bats, and hummingbirds, are increasingly under threat from human activities.
Bat pollinating too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Pollination is, however, a fundamental process for the survival of our ecosystems. Nearly 90% of the world's wild flowering plant species depend entirely, or at least in part, on animal pollination, along with more than 75% of the world's food crops and 35% of global agricultural land. Not only do pollinators contribute directly to food security, but they are key to conserving biodiversity. All right, skip a bit and come back down. This is the fourth year they're having it,
Having what?
World Bee Day. The fourth observance of World Bee Day will be celebrated in the midst of a still ongoing pandemic, with a virtual event organized by the FAO on 20th of May 2021 under the theme, Be Engaged, Build Back Better for Bees. All right, so join the event on the 20th of May at 1300 hours Eastern Standard Time.
1 o'clock.
That is 1 o'clock, and follow the conversations on social media using the hashtag World Bee Day, Save the Bees.
Question.
Interesting.
You finish?
Yeah.
Question: How does bee choose a queen?
All right. In any hive, you have what they call control bees. And they kind of run the show. So if, for instance, a queen is failing, a queen could lay 3,000 eggs in a day, but you have a queen that is failing and the brood pattern isn't good and the survival is going, the population going down, the hive could eventually go through. They will actually, in some cases, kill the queen and make a new one.
Kill the queen?
Yeah.
I like that people are. I should have been a bee.
Yeah, real man, the teach you to hard way.
Kill the queen, man.
Yeah,
Not like God save the queen.
No, God save the queen. Kill the queen.
Or if a hive swarms and a queen leaves and they need one, they would make one. All they do is shape the cell differently, feed the grub that hatches, the larva that hatches, or the egg that hatches, feed it differently, a different diet, and they'll produce a queen.
Okay.
And the queen is produced in a shorter space of time, in like 16 days compared to 21 days for workers and I think 24 for drones.
But so bees are different workers, right? Different.
Okay. You have three kinds of bees. You have the queen, one queen.
Mm-hmm.
You might have a couple hundred drones and several thousand workers. But they have different jobs at different ages.
Okay, what is the best thing to be inside a day? That whole hive thing there. If you were to be a bee right now, a worker, a drone, or a queen?
Well, the drone, that is nice. He does come and go.
I mean, he does come and go.
When he fertilizes the queen, he dies.
Oh, yeah?
So forget that.
So they are the ones that...
These are frog then.
Because I'm going to ask you, how does the bees, the queen get...
When she's a few days old, maybe 4 or 5 days old, she would leave the hive and drones, she'll mate with several drones and be fertilized for life. So it's one flight away from the hive, you mate, you come back to the hive, and then you can lay fertilizer on fertilized eggs as you want. So I think I had to be the queen. I can live for a couple of years, and I'm taken care of.
What about the workers?
No, them live 6 weeks and dead.
6 weeks?
In the height of the honey season, they do about 6 weeks.
And they're dead?
Mm-hmm. They work themselves to death.
But what food the queen eats?
Honey. That's their food.
Okay.
They have honey and pollen, I believe.
I thought it was the pollen. I mean,
the grub that is going to be developed into a queen is fed royal jelly.
Right, the royal jelly.
Yeah.
Right,
what is royal jelly?
Yeah, that's what the queen uses.
I think it's a secretion that the bees make.
Mm-hmm.
I have tasted it. It tastes not even sweet.
No, it's not sweet. No, it's not
kind of
sweet.
acidy, kind of tasted.
It's expensive.
And it's very expensive. Remember, you're collecting that with a fingertip from each cell, you know.
It's a little bit, yeah, not a lot.
It's super expensive because what you have to do is give your hive queen cups. So you have several queen cups, and then you collect this little bit of royal jelly from each one. Of course, a lot of people believe that it's so special. I don't know. I don't.
I believe so. They say that's what the queen does. The queen of England, that's what she uses. The royal jelly. That's what she look. You know, she looks.
But she does live for 2-3 years.
Oh, they talk about the Queen of England. They say she used a lot of royal jelly. She consumed.
This boy doesn't believe everything here.
What?
I say nothing. I say nothing. That's what the brethren here. That's what the brethren here. I say nothing.
You know, the queen consumes quite a lot. That's what as the queen food.
Royal jelly, yes.
Jelly, yeah.
I can tell you something that I know that you know.
Yeah.
Philip won't run out.
Yeah, well, no, she has to live longer than Philip, so she.
Oh yeah, that's tell Philip won't run out.
But you know, talking about that, I was reading something there, and there's a specific certain thing that they don't eat there in the she banned a lot of things in the palace there.
The royal household.
The royal household. She banned a lot of food.
Like what?
I couldn't give you what but I didn't go to the list, but how she banned a lot of things to do.
That reminds me of Sparrow tune, but there's a man in my bedroom.
My dear.
What
last night I thought was you in here. Where did you go?
You know what?
Walking for good old England, missing out all the action. My dear, do you know?
I still believe. I don't want to touch Sparrow.
No, listen, no. On the bees, what men that are bees, you see, Angry was a bee, and who was bee? A lot of men were bees. A lot of prime minister were bees, not so.
Well, I know Kitch had Bee's Melody.
Yeah. That was a nice.
A very nice tune. It wasn't accurate, but it was nice because the queen doesn't sting. Mm-hmm. The queen will only sting another queen.
The queen don't sting?
Only another queen it will sting.
So who stings?
The workers.
And the drones?
Them don't have a stinger.
What? They can't defend themselves?
But tell us, which of them that when they sting them, so
the workers.
they die.
Yeah.
They die after they sting you, they die, right?
Yeah.
So what them stinging you for if they know they got dead?
They think about the hive more than themselves.
I like that soldier. I could deal with some workers like that.
If you look at my bone, right? And my bone nest, if you go there, right, you might see a couple outside. Just interfere with the nest. And
that's that coming here. Because
coming out.
The bees also do guard duties as one of their
securities.
jobs.
Okay, so there's a lot.
Guard duties.
Guard duties.
Securities, they have different workers.
So they would protect the hive from ants, from frogs, from humans. That is their job.
Okay.
The interesting thing is the butterflies we mine here for bees, really different from the Africanized bees that you have in Trinidad. So like I can't tell the last day I put on a long sleeve shirt to go and see about bees in Grenada. As a matter of fact, I did it once and a friend of mine did it. He went to see about the bees, and when he was finished, he got to take off the veil and then realized he didn't put it on in the first place.
That's here?
Yeah.
So you call them butterflies?
Yeah.
Don't worry. One day them butterfly and them go do some blaze job.
In the early days before Africanized bees came to Trinidad, it would have been like this. And I remember a hive was falling. I didn't see when the hive hit the ground. From the time I realized I couldn't stop it from falling, I was out of there like a bullet.
African?
No, ordinary bees, like what we have here. And just give them 5 minutes and I go back to puff and put it up, no stings. But you don't want to be there the minute it really hit the ground. They'll come out looking, hey, what goes in this?
But if they see you just chilling there, you should know well.
Yeah, take it.
Okay.
Yeah, take it.
Have you ever get stung by bees?
Yeah, all the time. The most I ever got in one shot was about 35. I was moving a hive at night, and when I picked it up, the cover lifted. So they were zapping here and here. So I know after a while your hand just numb, so I just kept walking. So I ended up putting this down to pick it back up. I just kept walking till you can't put it down. They do like that, scrape off the bees. One day,
and they did.
Yeah, well, yeah. The one of the interesting things, when you travel and you tell an immigration officer and he says, "What is your job?" and they say beekeeper, the reaction is totally different, you know.
What do you mean?
I don't know. There's something about telling, like they go off and they forget what they're doing and they come off on a tangent and start talking about bees. One time I was driving into the States from Toronto, and the guy says, "What do you have?" I said, "I have 100 pounds of beeswax." He said, "Okay, go into that door." And he sent me straight to agriculture. And so I asked the guy, "You want to see it?" "No." And we there talking about bees, and then he says, "Okay, you're all set." So I say to him, "But I don't have my I-94. He said, "You didn't go to immigration." I said, "No, they sent me straight here." He said, "Okay, go next door." If people just go to the States and stay, all I had to do was walk out the office, get in my car, and disappear. There was no record that I'm in the States. If there's no record in, you can't overstay.
Yeah.
Another time I got into Miami, and the guy says, "What is your job?" I say, "Beekeeper." And the man laughed, he cracked up, So then he apologized for laughing. So by then he stamped in my passport, and he says, I say, "It's not the normal answer you'll get." He said, "No." So we talk about bees and have a conversation, line waiting behind us. We have a conversation going about bees. And then he asks me, when he finished, he said, "You ever get stung?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Good for arthritis, blah, blah, blah." I said, "What about you? Ever get stung?" He said, "No." I said, "Boy, you don't know what you're missing." He just crack up again.
Okay.
What's the price of a bottle of honey now?
About 40.
About 40.
Is it a fair price? Straight up, tell us what it is. A fair price. I'll tell you what I think when you finish.
Yes, it could be. Well, it has always been a little high, but it could be a fair price. At $200 in Trinidad, I don't think is a fair price.
It's not a fair price in Grenada.
You think it's higher or lower?
Between $30 and $35. And coconut oil becoming this.
Coconut oil is 35 now.
40.
You're going to 40?
Yeah, you're going to 40. This is a whole heap of garbage. See, what happens is that people put price on things and they don't understand what they're doing. They're killing
Exactly so.
They're killing the market. Because look at it, $40 for a bottle of honey. Well then,
what you do to it? What you plant? What you do to the bee?
Not even that, Regine. But okay, how does a family buy a bottle of honey if it's $40 a day pay?
Mm-hmm. No, it has always been a little on the high side.
It's too high.
No, people raise.
And I know in Grenada kind of partial, but for Trinidad, I know it definitely is too high. Your initial outlay, you have some money to spend at the start, but after that, it pretty much.
How much does it cost you to get a bottle of honey? On average, to get to the stage of a bottle of honey from day one, meaning from the time you buy the first piece of wood to start building the hive, how much does it cost you to get a bottle of honey?
Clueless on that right now. I just sit down and work it.
And work it out.
Yeah. Because you take things like if you put a price on your time for visiting your hives, you could visit a hive once a week, once 2 weeks. So it's not like it totally like labor intensive. It's not like say you're mining pigs and you had to get out there every day to feed them and wash down your pen and all them kind of story. You could, I have left bees and travel for 3 weeks without a problem.
Yeah, you don't have to feed it. You don't have nothing.
They take care of themselves.
Take care of themselves.
Yeah.
Man, don't have to feed it. I'm buying the honey from you for $40, and the bees trespass on my property to bring honey to your property?
Hey, it's a fair world.
No, and I'm paying for my honey?
You better pay for it. But the other option, is to go and see about it for yourself. And I have a lot of people who not going to do that. But like I always say, it's one of the best forms of agriculture you can do. Your product doesn't spoil once it's stored properly. Your price doesn't drop. And you don't have to ask anybody to buy your product.
Do they add sugar to honey?
It's going to spoil it.
But do they add sugar?
As far as I know, I have no. Okay, years ago, and maybe 30 years ago, there was alleged that one guy in Trinidad was given granulated sugar to his bees and producing honey. When the story broke, he left the island. Other than that, it's not something that is done regularly. It's not something that is done. It spoils your crop. It spoils your reputation, everything else. Like I've said before, it's safer to put honey in a dirty, dry bottle than in a clean, wet bottle. The moisture is going to spoil it, make it ferment. And the honey would kill the germs in the dirty bottle in any case, given enough time.
There's a country in, I think, Central America. They can't grow sugar there, so all they use is honey.
Who growing sugar?
Sugar. They can't grow sugar cane.
Oh, sugar cane. I just wondering how they do it.
So
they plant bags.
They can't. It's rocket, so the sugar cane can't grow there. So all they use is honey. And you get in as pet. You can see the bottles, man. The designers' bottles, and
is honey sweet?
Sweet as honey.
Mm-hmm.
Is honey sweet? Mm-hmm. Then why is it that some people claim that it does not spike their blood sugar?
That natural food, right? Easily digested. So it won't it's not the artificial sweeteners that you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Mrs.
Very
Oriega.
interested and informative. Good morning to
Thank
everybody.
you.
Good morning.
You see, Mr. Donald, the last time I was saying that Mr. Telesford will be able to help my son with the bees, and you heard him this morning. I feeling so proud to hear that child speak there. The last one that spoke.
Oh,
that one is my son.
Oh, with Mina. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Very good.
Mr. Telesford,
Yes,
you're
dear.
running off all the time.
Kind of way.
So while you were speaking, I was telling him, I said, this one is Mr. Telesford.
That's the bee man.
Yes.
It's a nice way to make a living.
Yeah, he's still in the class. What had happened, he had a problem with the eyes, and it's only on Thursday they really gave him clearance because he wasn't really seeing in them of, after the volcano and the ash and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then while he was in the garden, something pitched in his eyes.
Ooh.
So that was his problem.
But he's okay now.
Yeah, thank God.
Good, good.
So you get a little clearance to start back. So he start off with some what call it, beet.
Mm-hmm.
Right now you have beet. The parsley went down because he didn't really have somebody to help him there with the parsley. So he trying to get away. I have a class this morning, so he can do much before he go. So, oh my gosh, that's why people are saying nothing has done for agriculture. I was wondering, that program, Mr. Donald, you all have on Thursdays, if some people listen to it, because so many information. I know if I had pen and paper, I would have been able to put it together to compile a book or so. But unfortunately, with the problem of my eyes, I cannot do that.
Mm-hmm.
But however, I look forward, watch my radio to turn off from since Wednesday night coming into Thursday morning and things like that. The only time sometimes I'll change off is when you have these programs in Karakude with the children Bible stories and stuff like that. That's in the afternoon from about 3 o'clock, go back to about 5 thereabout. But otherwise, Real FM straight.
Don't touch the dial.
You understand? I watch the radio so smart with itself, eh?
You are smart
when
already.
you turn it to get back the station, sometimes you have to keep on turning to be sure to get it back, So I know it's a lesson he's sending to me. It's a lesson that I have to learn.
I was getting worried when you say your son had eye problem. I said, I hope he doesn't follow you. That's when you say you had, I got worried about it.
Oh, he doesn't have diabetes.
I know, well, yeah, but when you said he had an eye problem, I thought, that came to my mind. But tell us, can you put honey in your eyes? Or?
Yes, it does burn, but it works. It does clean your eyes, yeah, definitely.
Wow,
It will burn a little bit, but it does help, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I've done it at least once.
Probably when he starts, I might be able to do that.
To do that, maybe you never know, he might help you.
Yeah, and then I'll be able to help him to do a lot there.
Exactly so.
So that will be excellent.
All right.
Yes. So, God, just keep on informing us and
We try our best, yeah.
Mina Booker, my goodness. I just have to talk to that lady. I don't know how I'll get to speak to her. To tell her about the fantastic job she's doing. I just admire that young lady just throwing out all the information. So I was wondering if most people listen to agriculture's program.
A lot of people
listen.
But they don't call. A lot of people.
Oh, they don't call.
A lot of people. Even farmers, before they go to the garden, and they will listen, and then they go and do what they have to do. Now Thursday, a lot of people make Thursday that program.
That was saying too, normally go out to help him clean the drains and stuff like that. And I say, unless that program is finished, I'm not going.
Okay, that's
so
good.
I just waited until it finished so that I could go to do
what I have to do. Yeah.
So, and then we had to say kudos to Mr. Donald, because had it not been for him, we would not be so much informed. And then you all come in from week after week, BJ, JD, Mr. Telesford, and rattling out some of the stuff that you all do on a day-to-day basis with the bees, the planting, and all that. And that's excellent.
Yeah, it's our pleasure.
Yes, so it's good to listen and take heed of what's going on. Mr. Donald.
Good morning.
I'm still waiting for some of the sour soup and the different things you give Nabella every morning. That's excellent. So you all take care.
Yes, have a wonderful day.
Yes, so you're welcome.
Yeah.
Bye.
But they use honey too for sauce, and so they pack it.
Sickle cell, where they have the ulcers.
Yeah.
Burn victims.
Yeah, but if you get burnt,
you use honey.
Honey. Yeah.
All right.
People use honey for a lot of things.
Yes, I drink.
And
it can be used for love making.
No, no.
But you jump in.
No, I don't jump in. I just.
See, he don't know about that.
No, I don't know.
But then that's why you should let me speak.
What I was telling telephone.
It is used for love making.
There's some people who that was good as well going to steal. Some people honey.
Yeah, my little sister. yes, I go. My little sister. She must have been like 4 or 5. A visitor was by the house and she walks up to him and says, "What do bees make?" The guy says, "Honey, how dare you call me honey?" Like 4 years old, you know.
How dare
you call me honey? She mentioned soursop just now. I've been through some things with soursop over the last
What's that?
couple of weeks. Let me start from right here. This last week, there's a buy of soursop in.
Okay, somebody getting ratted out, or?
Oh yes.
Oh, okay. All right, I like this. I like this part. Tell me.
But they pay a good price. That is one thing.
What they pay?
$5 a pound.
$5 a pound?
Yeah.
Coming on your field at the buy? No.
You deliver.
Oh, okay.
You deliver at $5 a pound.
Not bad.
Not bad.
I can add that.
Right. I have no problem with that.
But they pay 3 when they come. They pay more. You pay $3.
Actually, I spoke to a trafficker sometime recently, like maybe this last week too, and he said they pay $2 a pound. And again, I have issues with that. Why do farmers let people make a price for them? So the trafficker says, I am paying that. And my whole attitude is, if it's not up to what I want, you're not going to get it. I have given away stuff rather than sell it below market price. Just go give it to your friends. Because there's an attitude that farmers not bright. They don't know what they're doing. Years ago, when I first came to Grenada, I was selling hot peppers. And somebody mentioned Baron, so I called them. And they said they're paying $1.50 a pound, and I have to take off the stems and the calyx. So I'm adding value by cleaning it to, and then you want to give me $1.50. So I told her, I said, you're not going to get 1 pound from me, not at that price. And she says to me, some farmers get a big check.
Duh.
Now, I have a serious issue with that. It means that you think farmers have no sense at all. Because if it is costing me $1 to produce, and you are paying me 90 cents, and you hand me a check for $20,000,
I still lose?
Yeah.
I am still losing money. No matter how big you make that check.
I'm still losing.
Right. So farmers have to learn to look beyond the check.
Hold on, bro. Let's go to the source up.
We're coming back to the source up.
Yeah, go to the source up.
Wait. So from that day, I have never bought a brand product. If you're going to be taking advantage of farmers, I am not going to support your business. All right, back to the source up.
You'll come back to brand when you finish.
Right. So last week, Tuesday, they take on a Tuesday. My thing is, get into the field early, get my guy who picking for me, get into the field early, so basically sort your sauce up. You know what good and what not good. And get down there early, before the crowd starts, drop off your sauce up, go about your business. So last week, Tuesday, we started picking, and this person doesn't communicate at all. So I took a picture of the guy up in the tree and I sent it for her. She's in dirty Bronx. And
in the Bronx?
In the Bronx, right. And she says, I don't want soursop today.
Wow.
So I just messaged her back, well, you should have said that before. So we packed up and we left. We had maybe about 50, 60 pounds already. And we left and we went back out. I had the van by the garage doing something. So we dropped all the saursop there. And the guy goes home. Then she calls back and says, you could bring 100 to 150 pounds. Okay. Fortunately for me, the guy didn't leave home. So he's still home because I'd go get him now. It meant paying him twice, because you took him out of your I'm taking him out of his house twice.
Yeah.
You can't just
assume that it's okay.
Yeah, right? So it is going to cost you a little more because you have 2 trips. So I'm going down now, I have 100 and something pounds, and she calls me and says, I could only take 100 pounds. So we go down there to drop it off, and there's a crowd there. one guy, he had like 7 crates, and they took 4 from him. And I could see the distress on his face because he now has to figure out, what am I going to do with these 3 crates? So they started checking mine, and they rejected a few that I kind of
You
in
tried
between.
to scheme it in.
Yes, definitely. Because
Bubble.
hold on, no. But
Bubble.
wait. If things were bad and they didn't have a lot of sauce, that was going, eh?
Yeah, but bubble.
In other words, they're marking hard like an exam.
Bubble. She need doing bubble.
But I still had like 20 pounds left over. So what I did, I called her and says, I still have 20 pounds of soursop. And she said, well, if it's only 20, I would take it. I can't take 200, but I could take the 20. So I got all mine off my hand.
Mm-hmm.
What the few rejects I had, I took it to a lady doing making juices. I said, you can have that. Right. All right. So I told her, this is Tuesday. I told her I would like to be paid on Friday. No word Friday, no word Saturday, no word Sunday, no word Monday. Tuesday morning, I send her a message and I tell her, it's been a week and I've heard nothing about my money. Find that. Let me get the...
How do you get the money from New York?
She sends it Western Union, or in this case, she sent it MoneyGram.
Okay.
And the lady at MoneyGram asked me what the money is for. I said, to spend. I mean, I'm not going to paste it on a wall or decorate somewhere.
What's she asking what the money is for?
Yeah. I tell her to spend.
No, tell her not for you.
Well, who do the shipping?
They do their own shipping. Whoever they are. That is their problem.
Okay.
Right. So I told her, it's been a week and I've not heard anything about my money. Mr. Telesford, I will send your money today. I sent everybody's money Sunday. I did not send yours, so you don't have to drive to Black Bay. Now, if you don't send me money, I can't buy food, I can't buy diesel. But if you send it, I could drive around the island twice. So I don't see the point. You really need to take it easy.
That is the message you get, or you make up that part?
No, I'm reading what I have. You really need to take it easy. It's not like you're not going to get your money. So I run in a credit business. I give you soursop one Tuesday. By the next Tuesday, I ain't get paid yet. So you could get your soursop, sell it. Or if something happened and the crop get rejected, you say, well, here, I'd rather pay you. No, I ain't get no crop. I am saying farmers don't have to take that crap.
So are you going to sell for her again?
No.
Right.
To start with.
Okay.
When I got this message from about, the money reached, Mr. Telesford, here's the transfer. And give me a number for the MoneyGram.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't bothered to say thanks. Not even that, because I already put you in the bracket of people I don't talk to. According to how you behave, I'm very stupid. I am not a vet.
We know that.
Right. I am not a vet. According to how you behave, when you prove to me that you don't deserve human status, I just write you off. So I would not be selling them any, but I am saying farmers need to stand up and say what is what. You cannot be taking soursop from me. Take a whole week to pay. So you have time to sell your soursop and then pay me. So I am running your business. I'm helping you. This should be paid for cash. I deliver my soursop on Tuesday. You hand me my money. That's how I look at it. Farmers not running a credit business. Farmers run a cash business. And like I say, I'm entitled to my opinion, and that's how I look at it. So I would not be dealing with
that lady again.
It's as simple as that.
No, but like if you sell real value, you don't get paid at the very same time. You get paid in the next week.
But I sold to them, I can't remember if it was the next week, but I thought it was the next day or the next 2 days.
No, I think the next week.
At one time, marketing board used to tell you 1 week.
1 week.
Right, but my point is...
hotels do the next week you sell today, you get
right,
paid next week.
I have no problem with that, BJ. If you tell me...
BJ is not here.
DJ. JD. I have no problem with that if you tell me, here what? You drop this Tuesday, you get paid next Tuesday. So you can drop every Tuesday, but every Tuesday you'll have a pickup. It's 1 in, 1 out. I have no problem with that. But when you don't say anything and you just expect... Well, just sit down there and wait now. When I feel to send your money, I will sell your money. Is that the kind of thing?
I have a problem here. The farmer walks into the agricultural shop. He purchases whatever inside it. He has to pay there and then. Unless
He has an account or
He
something.
has a serious relationship with the person or persons who own. And I know farm and gardening and them in Damon having no relationship with nobody. You hand your money, your goods.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Now, so the farmer does that. But when the farmer is selling his produce, he has to wait a week and 2 weeks to get paid. That ain't making no sense. I mean, it's no sense at all.
All right, but if you figure it out, the farmer has always gotten the nasty end of the stick. No matter what happens, it's the farmer who pays.
But let me break that stick.
But that is what I'm trying to do.
The stick has to be broken.
Right? No matter what.
But you ain't telling me that you trying to do it when you telling me that you still waiting on the places that you call in St. George's and the hotels. You still waiting on them. You have to say, yo, if you want my produce, you gotta pay me. Because I have to go and buy implements now that I need to put into the land to get more produce to you. That ain't making no sense.
Food land, depending on the value, you get paid the very same time. You drop off now, depending on the value, you pay you in cash.
Right.
But if it's a certain amount, then you have to
Well, you have to prepare a check, right? Fair enough.
What? So what you tell me they can't prepare a check right there and then? What stupid is you talking?
Yeah, but no, but Andre, fair is fair.
But that ain't fair that what stupid is you coming and talking about?
No, what I say is, if they have an accounting system and say, here what, tomorrow, God willing, you get your money. I have no problem with that.
So I have to pay a boss to come back again tomorrow or burn to come back again tomorrow? Man, be able to say with that stupidness you coming and tell me now. Hey, what's wrong with you?
No, but Andre, you could do a kind of one in, one out. But Andre, wait.
When I go to get farming implements, them ain't telling me do one in, one out. And the same people who own and who import the farming implements is the same ones who own the hotels and them supermarket and everything. So my money, listen what happening to my money, you know. They're purchasing from me without paying and they invest in my thing, you know. My money, that they invest in my money, you know. And I have to sit down there and wait until while my money jumping up and making more money for them. That's what I'm telling you, man.
Like traffickers, they come to take your stuff. I will see you and I'll come back up.
Yeah.
I never had that. I didn't know that one.
Watch. That's not all. You ask about them. What did John tell you?
Some spoil.
Not even some spoil. They didn't sell. They get hijacked.
I didn't know that one.
No, on the train does hijack people on the sea. They get hijacked on the sea. So while they go to the market, they get hijacked. Some of them are
It is time that farmers take a stance and say simply this. Hey, you have to pay me for my goods. You can't come and take my thing on credit because I cannot take credit to the shop. I can't come and say, well, you know, the trafficker passed by me today and take 300 pounds of sauce up. He paying me $5 a pound. So when he come back up, you'll get a $200 I owe you. Look at them teachers one day 4%. Up front, you know. Give me 4%, they care. And you're telling me farmers have to do something, sit back and fold them and wonder how they're feeding their children and go and credit stuff. And a hotel and a big supermarket buy the stuff from the farmers to sell and how the farmers' money there. And you're telling me about what? A check and how your accounting system going?
That's your accounting system.
What accounting system afoot? If you do so, and you have these checks there, you write them, and what you do is to keep your books.
No, they have to keep the checks there. They attend to the main office. Like if you do like food land.
No, but if farmers come together and hold ahead that they're selling cash, they would get paid cash, eh?
Of course.
No, like
if they hold, they will get.
I said to you, like food land, they have a limit. They will give you cash immediately. You sell, sell your food land. They give
go
you
buy the cash and get money.
Go buy not the cash. Go in the office
and get money.
Chaterize it and you get your money.
Well, them farmers are them stupid because what they should do is simply this. If you know the ceiling is $1,000, all you do is
break 3 bills.
No, hold on. This, okay, there. And you give him back 20 minutes and you come back and say what you have our next set. And give him next 20 minutes, you come back and add the third set. No,
you're right.
But
right.
they
No, you're
find
right.
me out.
You're right.
That's my goods.
You make 3 bills, boy.
You're so lucky to get your goods sold in these times.
But no, you see, that is
That is
what
where
the
the
problem
problem
is.
is, yeah.
Because people giving farmers the impression that they're doing them a favor.
Yeah, that's where the problem is.
They're doing
Yeah.
farmers no favor. Stop that stupidness. You're a farmer too, you have to stop that.
No, but I mean, I pass through both systems.
But that is-
I pass through the system and I understand how the system works.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but the system don't have to say so.
No, I understand how the system works. I mean,
Right. It's the same way that woman in the States has behaved. As if she doing me a favor. You ain't doing me no favor. And the point is, what you have to recognize is that when you're doing a business like that, the most important link, and this is part of the thing the stupid woman didn't learn, is that the most important link in your business is the farmer. If you selling soursop and you have no farmer, where you selling?
Exactly.
So,
okay, right?
Your sales gone sour.
Yeah. So I am saying, if farmers hold ahead and say, here what, we are selling cash because we have to buy cash. The same people who taken a week to pay now will pay you cash. Because if they don't, what am I going to...
No, it's not about paying cash. It is about paying me now. You give me a check and I'll go in the bank and I stand up for 3 years in the bank, that's my business. Pay my money now.
and if you go to Hubbard's,
I
pass you all the road. If you go to Hubbard's, they write a slip for you. You go to the main office. They give you a check the very same time.
Okay,
Right.
that could work.
Yeah. But real value that.
But where the main office is anyway?
In Hubbard's, and on the coroner's there.
Okay.
Upstairs, at the main office. Yeah. So, you know.
But you didn't see that is a whole heap of dotishness.
Again, it's because...
You're dealing, you know, right? You know that you're dealing with farmers. You know that most of the times they know when the farmer's coming, you know.
Of course.
So what is stopping them from having somebody there just to do so, and the signatures are already on the check? So what that person doing is putting whatever has to be put, filling out the stub on the check, writing in the figure, putting farmer's name, look at check. This stupidness about, okay, I come here to sell you something, and then you have to give me a slip of paper, and I have to go and join a line in a next building to get paid. That is a whole heap of foolishness. And you all the farmers sit down there and taking that kind of dotishness.
What if you give me a check, the checkbook with the signatures, and I write a bogus check.
But you know who to hold? You know who to hold?
I don't understand. So you feel like come and look for me when that happened?
No.
You know who to hold?
Yeah, but the person the person who you gave, the worker you gave to go and with the signatures and so, with the check. All that thing does happen, and I see that happen already.
The whole point is,
right?
Where there's a mind to do something, it's going to be done.
But hold on, Telestad. Here's what. They are concerned about getting robbed. That's what he's saying. But they ain't concerned about my children go dead. They ain't concerned about that. They ain't concerned that my son or daughter needs money to pay that bus to go to school tomorrow. They ain't concerned about that. They concerned about them getting robbed. That foolishness had to stop.
And the only way for that...
You give what? I don't care if it's 4 o'clock in the evening and you give the farmer a check, give him a check, he have money. He could go by the man he could go by Mr. Pierre, Francis Pierre in his thing and say, look, come and check here. Hold that check.
And give me.
For $500, whatever, hold that check and give me $100. We go deal the rest tomorrow, please God, because I need to do so and handle something home.
So, right.
Give me money.
Yeah, so you go to with the $500 check, you take groceries for the $100. Yeah, and then what happened to the other $400 now?
You're dealing about that tomorrow again, you think that to keep you going right now.
You take things for right now.
So you see I'll go back and give you the check.
It doesn't matter, they go work it out.
No, he had to give you no check, you know. No,
what he giving you?
You endorse the check. And he put that in his thing. That's his money now.
Yeah, but he has still...
Oh, you're $400.
$400.
Okay.
Not everybody that will do that.
But I ain't saying that everybody will do it, but at least you have that chance in your village. You watch a man, Francis Spear might not even take a check. He might say, okay, fine, tell us what boy, take what you want to take there. Let me mark it down. We'll put it on the bill. You'll come tomorrow and pay that when you change the check.
Yeah.
You understand? But you can't go by Francis and tell him, but I go in Tungsten Tomatoes today and Hobbards and them take it, or who take it, a hotel take it, and they say they go pay me. He don't want to hear that, He want to see.
Come the check.
Bring the check.
Bring the check.
So I'm saying to you, farmers have to stop that stupidness.
Farmers have to stop taking whatever people dish at them. Farmers have to stop making people feel like they're doing them a favor. The farmer has to stand up and realize his position in society. This country like to say tourism. According to somebody the other day, I don't know when last I see a cruise ship. But everybody still has to eat. You have to eat. They ain't getting away from that. So farmers have to get up and say, here what? You want my stuff, you're going to pay cash. And the same people who jumping up and down will find a way to pay the cash.
Here's somebody saying to you guys, to your resident farmer, JD, I guess that's you, Yeah, you're the resident farmer. I have access to a farm in Livra, and in my absence, a friend of mine is looking at things for me. He's having problems with marketing. Can you please pay a visit? The land is situated opposite Dr. Japal in Livra.
I don't have transport to bed.
Yeah, he baby. But he willing for them in tongue to holy money for next day.
Okay, listen, no, yeah.
I wonder what produced the aftermarket.
I left out the information, the name of the person
and the information.
But
okay.
No, I left out the name of the person. But I can tell you, this: the person he is speaking about, you can find them. Worrell, the Rastaman who sells. He's sharing a building with someone.
Tap.
I just leave. I can say all of that,
Nice one, JD.
Okay, so go to him. Go to the guy.
Again, depending on what.
Andrew trying to be so politically correct.
No, but it's I don't But again, depending on what products they have, because what happens on the market now, the market is full of a lot of produce. Quite.
Yeah,
and farmers went and keep planting the same amount they were planting before. Who are the first thing before you put 1 grain of seed in the soil, who are your market?
All right. I appreciate the fact that you'd have said that. But before you even visit and see whether or not you can assist, you start to criticize.
I'm not criticizing.
Yes, you are.
I'm just telling you.
You are criticizing. Go and check it, and next week you can say, well, watch here what I've been and check this thing, and I can't do that because this is what happened. You ain't know what the man could be selling the next best thing to slice bread. Do you understand? You don't know, but you just got off on that tangent.
I'm not saying that I don't know.
All right, Brethren, who sent me that message today, I will check it out for you. Don't worry yourself. Forget he. I am the resident farmer.
I've been along a lot of farmers, right? And lately, right?
Yeah, but you criticize
I'm
before
not criticizing.
So what did you do?
I'm just saying what the situation is market-wise, right? For instance, yesterday I saw 2 farmers. And I went to the one home, and among the dry peas he has there, how you going to get rid of it, I don't know. I saw a second one, he said, boy, I've got lots of dry peas home, you don't know how you going to get rid of it, right? And I met another farmer, he says, boy, I plant a field of tomato, there's no market. I don't know, it's me abandon the field. But my thing is this, farmers know we in a crisis situation where, what about happening? But they go and plant the same amount of stuff. Well, who are you going to sell it to? That's one of the problems I'm having a lot of most of the farmers, right? School medicine is not on, hotels is not on, so then that you lose almost half the market. And a lot of local people, all people now planting a lot for themselves. A guy told me, boy, the other day I see people who I never see selling, go around and sell, they plant a little thing in their backyard or wherever it is, and they have for sale. So that's a problem we're having right now. You know, but I look at it.
No, I will look at it. I take it away from you already.
Yeah, we'll go right there.
Yeah, I will go. I take it away from you long time.
Andrea transport.
Yeah.
Exactly. He had transport to get there. I had transport to get there. But look, let me say this here. If a farmer has dry peas, I come into your dry peas farmer. If a farmer has dry peas, no, and don't know how to get rid of that dry peas, then the farmers must understand one thing and one thing only. If I'm having problems getting rid of dry peas, I need to find out how to store dry peas.
Mm-hmm.
Because based on my knowledge, dry peas is a thing that could be stored, and I know that as we continue to open our doors and open our shows and open our airports and seaport, people are going to be wanting and needing these things. What the farmer need to do, and I am almost certain that the farmer who told you that he or she has dry peas, here's what's taking place, JD. It ain't shell.
The shell.
It's shelled?
Yeah, I tell you, I saw
Okay, so why is it that they're not storing it properly? Why are they worrying about that for?
Well,
if you have dry peas stored, that is not something you worry about, you know. Once you store it
properly,
you know, okay, fine, that is there. You have to worry about what next you're planting. Do you understand?
Yeah, you had to think outside the garden. I know there's a group inside Mark, and they did dried tomatoes maybe last year or sometime. So your tomatoes, you have too much, don't abandon the field. That's a total loss. You could freeze it, you could dry it, you could...
More people are doing this.
Yeah, I know, but the point is you have to think about something to do to salvage the situation. Dry peas could go to Trinidad. You have 1 million and
Telling
point
you,
people,
man.
you have 1 million, you have 1 million, 1 point something million people down there who lazy. So...
I like the word you use. Yeah, no. You
I like?
No.
We, meaning Grenada. I don't know if we still do, but I know that for a fact that we brought in dry peas from St. Vincent. That is stone peas. I never see peas hard so in my life yet. Piece of meat hard to boil, peas hard to boil. Everyone. Appointed hammer, video boss. Do you understand? Out of St. Vincent, morning to the Vinces. Out of St. Vincent. Now I'm saying this to sit here, JD. The people, that farmer and them who are that piece, that joke farmer, that is, do you see them? That is them farmer and them that really need the check now. The hand-to-mouth farmer that day.
Yeah, there are ways to do things. There are ways to do things. Think a little bit.
Store the peas, dry peas, put black pepper in it.
Yeah.
What that does?
The weevils and thing, them and black pepper not friend.
Okay.
So once they send that black pepper, they're like, oh, what is his story? Let me go and see if I can find something.
So you simply just wash out the black pepper and you're ready to cook it?
When you're ready to cook it, just wash it. You must wash the peas anyway.
You cook with black pepper, right? You cook black pepper and soup it.
Yeah, but you know what black pepper in, you know?
Yeah. But you must,
but
you must wash the peas anyway.
Yeah, wash it.
So once you wash it, the black pepper is gone.
Yeah.
So it can't, the weevils and the whatever have you not. Them and black pepper.
Yeah, if I have a set of a piece, black, and I know, well, now that I know it's black pepper in detail, you know.
Black pepper.
So again, the farmer has always had the sticky end is the most important link, but is the one that taken the most links. So the farmer has got to stand up now and say, I am not taking this. They have to be able to say no.
Going back to Baran, the last thing I heard from them, they were bringing in stuff from India now, hot pepper. That was the last thing I think I heard from. Yeah, I think they were trying to.
Did you hold on? Let me just say this to you. It's all well and good to make a statement. Did you double check that?
No.
Well, yeah. No. See, because you put in me a problem there one time. Because once you double check it and you say it like that, them could do something. Say, okay, fine, $100. Prove to me that happen. So let me do something. Pull back that statement and say
it is alleged.
It is alleged. Right? Somebody will try and carry your chest here.
But that thing with farmers, they try all things, they get 150 and they will not From the other side, no, we can't.
We're not taking it.
Not taking it.
Not taking it.
It's
Yeah.
like, okay, we're going to go. We're going to go.
Here's a caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Concerning the storing of the peas, I just sent a message. You can store the dried freezer. I have over 2 years in a freezer and it's good as ever.
Okay. Thanks for that.
Yep.
Thanks for that. Okay, great. So you can store the dry peas in the freezer too. So you see?
And use it, package it and as you want to use it. That's what freezers for. A lot of people figure fridge is to make ice,
So
and they tell you they do eat fridge food and they do this and they do the other. I'm sorry.
When you have 300 pounds.
Bar bigger freezer? Actually, in Tobago, there's there's a freezer facility where you could rent space. So 1 year when I had my super Zophli hive, I took it there and stored it. So the wax moth don't lick them up.
What?
Wax moth with mash up your frames. So I took it to the freezing facility and they put it in a freezer. Alright, so that preserves it. So I suppose one day we might get to that, where if you need a bigger amount of freezer space, you could go and pay for it at an affordable kind of rent kind of thing.
But that is something that could be done or could be extended. That service can be extended now to farmers. Now you've brought that up. Because we have freezers at fisheries spots across the island.
I was inquiring about that in Victoria because I wanted to store damsel in buckets.
Right. So they should be able to now
rent out that space.
Rent space because all the space is not used up by the fishermen. But these these machines have to keep working because they have to provide ice for the fishermen. So my thing is then it's Ministry of Agriculture still.
Exactly.
Rent the space to the farmers. There are going to be things like the peas, like the damsel, and maybe there are other products that can be stored in a freezer. Thanks, Tony. Trinidad has some value after all.
I'm Grenadian.
You still doing damsel? Yeah, I see a lot of them going to. I see a lot of that go along to waste.
I got. I think this person related to Mr. Francis here talking about that supermarket in Moya Junction. I got like 5 buckets from them last Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moya do have a junction.
What do they have?
Moya have a bridge. The only thing that's named Moya is the bridge.
Say it again?
The only thing that is Moya is the bridge.
Okay, what do you say?
The old bridge, not the new one. There's a man named Mr. Moya.
Oh, that's very
who built the bridge.
Okay.
So they call it Moya Bridge. But with time, the area became known as Moya. When I was looking at a GPS one day, I can't find nothing about Moya. What I find is polls and conference.
Because when I spoke to Dr. Drew, where you live? Moya.
Nope.
As I talk about junction, I remember years ago on the farm, I saw a strange girl and one of the ladies working on the farm say, "This is my daughter. She's from Florida." So, of course, I didn't know you had a place here called Florida. So, I asked the lady, I said, "What part of Florida?" Because I said, almost any part I supposed to know. She said, "By the junction."
You're a real idiot,
But I roll it up.
You're a real idiot, now, boy. What? You stupid for this?
But no, something I always said, I want to come back to it. Trinidadians, you say what you say? Lazy, you said? Yeah. I met that Trini once. He said, I'm going to buy some grapefruit. He said, boy, grapefruit behind my house, But I mean, going to pick no grapefruit.
That is a typical Trinidadian.
They have more dollars and cents.
Yeah, I have grapefruit behind my house, But me going to pick no grapefruit in the garden, I go and buy some grapefruit and go home and go home. I say, wow.
And the higher the prices, the more they want to buy it. And there's an affinity for things like the big red plums, soursop coming from Grenada going into Trinidad. That doesn't last.
Yeah, but the quality of some, I think it'll be picking and sent down. I wonder, I wouldn't buy those stuff. But then you jump Trinidad, what you buying? I mean,
You mean what? Any plums or the sauce?
The plums. Some of the plums I see they're picking on. And, I wonder what who buying those stuff, but they get in market, I guess.
Well, remember, that's like a delicacy. If you want to, for want of a better word in Trinidad, it comes from here, and they see them on Independence Square selling it like crazy.
Well, I used to believe that there were Trinidadians used to go have food, but when I went down there, I said, but wait now. And you watch the food they have. I said, but why are these things keep going up to Trinidad? But they have a taste for our dashing, the Grenada dashing and St. Vincent dashing. They love that.
Yeah, part of it is the population size, eh? Yeah, 1.1 million people down there hungry.
Dashing has to be planted in water?
No, not necessarily. Those in the water I think they will get that's the blue one, they call it the
blue food?
Blue food. No, in dry land. You have dry land dashing, and then you have those that will grow. Where you cut in your color, when you clean the drain, you get dashing from it, you get the food. You don't have to plant it, you have dry most dashing are planted in dry land. But if you have a drain with color, when you clean the drain, you're getting out of food there, you're getting blue food. But I love the blue one there. I love the blue food.
The blue dashing, yeah.
I asked a question with dashing and all you're going off on
I
blue
told you that you not necessarily, but how you're getting it if you have drain with callaloo, you're getting dashing from it. And when you clean it, when you're going to clean your drain.
Yeah, now you drained already have callaloo in it. You drain had dashing.
But most of dashing grows.
As far as I can say, callaloo is in the dish.
Callaloo is in the dish.
You have a drain with callaloo.
Really? Callaloo? A dashing drain? My telephone. Ask anybody. The callaloo drain, not a dashing drain. Yeah.
Right, but farmers need to stop being taken advantage of and tell the people what is what.
I believe that it's time that the Ministry for Agriculture sees the need to encourage farmers to have associations.
Yeah.
And I think it's time that farmers themselves respect themselves and stop this price gouging. Because a man do so and he's selling tomatoes at $3 a pound, and you figure that you want to sell yours, you want to get rid of yours, you go in and do so in the same area, you offering your tomatoes at $2 a pound.
It happens, yeah.
Oh, that won't be gouging. That's the opposite of gouging.
Yeah.
It happens. I know a farmer, he went to a hotel.
This is crazy.
And they were buying for that price, and the guy said, "No, man, I'll give it for so and so." So obviously, you own a business, you want to take it cheaper. But it happens, yeah.
They have to stop that.
Farmers are their own enemy.
And the only how they can stop that is that marketing board has to get into the picture bigger. What do I mean? Marketing board. The farmer's supposed to do something and be safe in the knowledge that marketing board could
give them a fair price.
Could give them a fair price, so they don't have to walk around to all the hotels and guest houses looking to sell a crate. You produce, you sell it to marketing board. However, you cannot produce blind. You must deal at marketing board and say, hey, I am going to produce peppers. Marketing board can tell you, okay, fine, yeah, go ahead, produce that peppers, but instead of 2 acres of peppers, do 1 acre of peppers, and this is how I want you to plant it. And I'll be able to take that from you.
We've been saying that for years. I think
Say again?
We have been saying that for years. That
Yeah, but marketing board has a new manager now, so I'm saying this so the new manager may catch on.
Okay.
There's a lady who is the manager now.
Okay.
I think it's probably the first time a woman manager is there.
Well, they might
for
do
all
plenty,
the years.
They might do plenty better than they have done
They
before.
they might just do better. You never know. But this is what marketing board needs to do. They need to do so, and instead of worrying about other things, work with the farmers and say, okay, fine, yeah, we could work with you.
And then the hotels work with marketing board.
Well, of course, you mandate that the hotels buy from you.
Exactly. Why should 6-7 farmers or them running around the hotels?
Now you're making no sense.
Your job is producing stuff in the field. You have to be running all the place.
Let marketing board get rid of this stuff for you. Sell your stuff to marketing board. marketing board will deal with the
And I've been
hotels.
saying for years, marketing board need to have an outlet in Trinidad.
But another thing, another one of the problems here is that it's greed, eh?
But that's a price problem right around the world.
Morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
I think it is a dashing swamp, and then you get callaloo from there.
Right. Callaloo is the dish.
Okay?
Yes, thank you.
All righty.
Yeah, it is simply because farmers are too greedy. Do you understand?
The whole world is greedy.
No, we're talking about farmers now. If I wanted to talk about the whole world, I include you. I ain't include you yet. Talking about farmers now. They're too greedy. And that's the problem, and they have to learn that, hey, the massive farmers in bigger countries, when they plant in corn, they know that, okay, fine, I plant the size of grenada in corn. Do you understand?
But bushel.
Yeah, and they know how much corn they're making out of that, and they know
where it's
going to be sold. And it's not a thing whereby man go and negotiate and no, that the price is that. I mean, when they sell it, based on what is happening to the market, the price may go up or the price may go down, but it is already sold. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
What happened to the youth?
But no, let me tell you what happened, because I believe, I know trying to say that, not trying to say that. I'm saying that you're screening my card, because I've been trying to get you since maybe about 25 minutes ago.
I didn't want to talk to you.
I realize that, but anyway, I'm still trying and get you. Good morning to the other gentleman.
Good morning.
Mr. Donald, that transaction you have been talking about there, I totally support you on that. That is one transaction I wouldn't get into. I am in the shortcut vegetable business. And my thing is, you want it, you take it, you pay me. If I care to give you, I give you something. Forget it. That's okay. But don't come and tell me that you're taking from me this week, you pay me next week, and another one. No, sir, I would not get into that.
Very good.
No. Sir, I had that example already. Where I was working in the early times of farming, working with the same enterprise. And some of the people who purchase and so on from they never even get paid. Owner died, somebody from us still alive. Because what the transaction was, we take from you this week, we pay you this week, we pay you next week. If it's next week when you check for this person, tell them next week, man. And that's it. Some of them never get things done. I went through that. I have example of that. So my thing is no. In the vegetable thing, you come. You want it, you take it. I give it. If I care to give you, I give you. But this thing about paying today, taking today and pay tomorrow, that's a no-no.
Very good.
That's a no-no.
What you selling this weekend?
Well, it's so good that I got some lettuce. And you only believe the amount of people that calling me for lettuce. Because there's a shortage of lettuce. I know when
You didn't answer my question. What are you selling? Lettuce alone?
What I have some rock pig. What's around? At least my feel is more or less strong now. Rock pig. I have some.
So only lettuce is selling in the market?
No, sir. I'm just trying to remember. Trying to put my head together. I don't know. I'll have some cucumbers. I'll have some dashing. I think that's about it. Small amount of Jamaican callaloo. Yeah.
What about beet?
No, I don't go beet.
Why?
I don't. I prefer to see some of the crop that I like doing well.
Okay.
And do what my soil is more acquainted with.
Cauliflower?
Cauliflower, yeah. I wanted a cauliflower now.
You run out?
Yeah, right now I'm planting. I'll be planting cauliflower today. Right now I'm planting some cucumbers. I'm putting on about 600 cucumbers too right now. I'm planting. Then I'll go and do some cauliflower.
All right.
So that's all I'm for the.
Well, take care of yourself, Prime.
Thank you very much, sir. You all have a good day.
One love, great.
Yeah, you too.
Gentleman who sticks with his agricultural program, he's always there.
Yeah.
People like that make me want to get up on a Thursday morning.
I will get up every morning, eh?
I'm speaking Thursday, bro. It doesn't feel to get up every Thursday morning.
All right.
Somebody gave Cammy a phone, you know.
Why she call you back?
See, these days she's saying all kind of photograph and all kind of things. You got to give her a phone or to show her how to use the phone. Lord have mercy. Did I say that? Lord.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
Guys, let me thank you for being here this morning. It was indeed a joy. BJ wasn't with us this morning. I'm not feeling too well.
Okay.
So that's the reason why he wasn't with us this morning.
I thought because he would tell us first, so he said, well, I must come and tell us first.
Nah, that is not BJ.
I just thought so.
Well, I tell you not to think so. You waste that thought. You could have used that thought to do something else. You realize that?
Yeah.
You could have used that thought to do something else. But nonetheless, thanks again.
Yes, good.
For being here.
Until another week.
Until another week. I like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Great.
Until
bye-bye now.
Yep.
It's real. It's 91. Stay with us, friends.
Number one. Yes, the number one. Oh, yes. The number one. It's the number one.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest news update as produced by Triple N. Details when we return.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel